All right, everybody. Implications, playoff implications. It's been a good year, good final year of Phony Baloney, maybe. We'll see what it holds for me. My team's garbage, so it's going to be hard for me to hold on to it next year, that's for sure. But in any case, playoffs. Got 10 teams still in the hunt, or 10 teams, 4 that have locked in, 6 others that are in the hunt for the final 3 spots. But we never had this close, I feel like, from top to bottom, with number 1, 8 and 5, and number 10, 6 and 7, only 2 games apart. So we got 4 teams. Usually there's one team that's like, 11 and 2 at this point or something, or 10 and 3, like someone, or 2 of them that are up there vying for the top spot. We got 4 people vying for top spot. So Andy's got the edge by about 50 points, 40 to 50, 45 points over Patty for the next highest. But it's anyone's game because all of them are rooting for the other team to lose so they can get that number 1 seed and the bye. No payout to regular season winner, but that all-important bye that puts you automatically in the semifinals. So Andy, Patty, Carrie, Dunlap, and Matt are all sitting there at 8 and 5. None of them play each other, so there is not a chance. There's a chance that none of them are 8 and 5 at the end. So I suppose even Bradley's probably not going to sneak in to the top spot. He'd have to overcome like a 90-point deficit on Andy. Be insane if he did. But anyways, so that's the top spot, and all 4 of them are locked in. Then we've got 3 spots left. Bradley, Tom, and Jer are sitting at 7 and 6. Olin, DT, and Lair sitting at 6 and 7. All of them technically still in the hunt, with Mike P, Joe, Carrie Segroy, and myself eliminated. Sad. All right. So what's everyone rooting for? We got 3 spots. Who's going to get them? I'll tell you who one of them is going to be, and that's Bradley. Bradley's sitting, well ahead of everybody else on points and at both the 7 and 6 and 6 and 7 people. So even if he loses and goes to 7 and 7, there'd have to be like a 130-point differential between, like, Olin would have to win and outscore him by 130. Not gonna happen, right? So Bradley's in. He doesn't really need to root for anything other than jockeying for position. But it's so hard to know what the position's gonna be. It's like if he tried to tank to get a lower seed to play something, just can't do it. So then who's gonna get the last 2? All right, Tom and Jer, both of them well behind Bradley in points. So they're sitting at 1292 and 1243 respectively. Tom plays Andy. Tough matchup, 8 and 5. Winning, he's in, though. Same with Jer. Winning, he's in. Lose, and Tom's rooting for Olin to lose. The theme will be everyone's rooting for Olin to lose except for Olin. Because Olin's got 1,324 points. Everyone else is below 1,300. So Tom's sitting at 1,292. He's going to root for DT. If he loses, he's going to want Olin to lose as well. The other option is if he loses and Jer loses, like, he could probably get in too. But so he's rooting for Olin to lose. He's probably rooting for Jer to lose as well. Jer, he's rooting for Tom to lose. I mean, anyone that's 7 and 6, he's trying to get away from him. So that way he can stay in even if he loses. But the reality is Jer at 7 and 6, 50 points behind Tom. If Jer loses and Tom loses, right, Jer's going to be in a lot of trouble if he loses, essentially. So who does Jer play, though? He plays Mike P. Winning, he's in. Lose, he also is rooting for DT over Olin because him and DT are closer in points for the tiebreaker. He's obviously going to probably root for Lair to lose as well. Less people at 7 and 7, essentially. So if Tom wins, let's say, and Bradley wins, well, it doesn't matter if Bradley, right? Like, if Tom wins, he's got the 6th spot, so who gets the 7th spot? If Jer loses, DT wins, and Lair wins, all of them are sitting within 10 points of each other in tiebreaker, so it would come down to that. But one less person to worry about tiebreaker if Lair loses, but he would not own the tiebreaker if Olin wins. All right, Jer, I'm trying to make sure this is very, very, you're the one that cares the most about this video. So you want Tom to lose. You want Olin to lose. You want Lair to lose. All right? So you get to root for DT, and you get to root for yourself. All right, now Olin. So Olin plays DT. If he wins, he really just needs Tom or Jer to lose, and he'll probably hold the tiebreaker on him because he's up by about 30 points now on each of them. So as long as one of them loses and he's able to stay above in points, then he should be getting one of those spots if he beats DT. Pretty simple for you, Olin. DT obviously needs a win. He's also then rooting for Jer to lose. Tom's up by him by about 50, so I mean he's probably rooting against Tom, but he's got a lot of point differential to make up. But you know, so he's going to root against Tom. He's going to root against Jer, and he's going to root for himself. And then lastly, Lair, he's playing against Patty. That's a tough one. So he's going to need a win, but he's going to he really needs everyone to lose. Like he needs Tom to lose. He needs Jer to lose. He needs DT to beat Olin, and then he needs to be able to have like a really good week and make up some points. So that's his pathway there. Best of luck to everybody. I got to get back to work. Nice little break to talk about fantasy football, and I'll be tracking these matchups.